What are your thoughts on his return and you know the outlook for the Denver Nuggets, you know, going into All-Star break, post All-Star break?
I think one people who were talking, you know, it feels like those things have gotten a little bit quieter, but for like the first half of the season, all that people were saying is like, damn, look at what Michael Porter Jr. is doing in Brooklyn, the worst team in the league, by the way. Look at what he's doing over there, and Cam Johnson isn't playing all that great and all this other stuff. It's like, bro, one, that trade was way more than just Cam Johnson and Michael Porter Jr. It allowed them to get all of this depth that has allowed I think they're like, in terms of games missed by their starters, they're probably like the second most injured team, I think, this year. Uh,
Damn,
and they're the
damn.
second seed in the Western Conference, which is nuts. So that speaks to the depth they were. Last year's team couldn't do this at all. That
I
speaks to the
agree.
depth that they were able to bring in with also now the extra salary that you got by swapping those two players. And
Yep.
of course, just I'll say again, like you're gonna average a lot of points when you're on a really terrible team. Like that's if you have the scoring acumen, which he clearly did. Cam Johnson was not brought to this team to be a scorer. He was brought to this team to be what KCP was for them, what some of these other guys, a 3 and D guy, to average 12, 13 points a game. So again, yeah, just going back, I really still like that trade. I think that it just keeps showing how great it is as the season goes on. I actually looked at it. I'm pretty sure Yoke can only miss one more game. If he misses two more games, he won't be able to be eligible for the awards. So I am interested to see how that goes the rest of the season. I think they probably will sit him some games, which makes me sad. But
Especially back to backs.
huh?
Especially back to backs.
Yeah, but I hope that they just find a way to only make him miss like one game and he's able to still be eligible for the awards because what he did just proves like he's the best player in the league right now, again, in my opinion.
Absolutely, no question.
We just had 2 months where he wasn't playing. So, narrative shift quickly and other players are playing well and everything. But bro is out of this world. He really is.
Hmm.
And I'm excited. Hopefully, this team is able to get back to full health because, especially now that with the way that OKC has looked after the first month of the season, um, I think that a healthy Nugget squad has as much of a chance of winning the championship as the Spurs or OKC.
Well, you answered my question. I was going to ask you two things. One, do you think um, they have a chance at beating OKC this year? And then two, do you think this roster is better on at least from on paper in this small sample size of what we have? Do you think this current roster of the Denver Nuggets is better than the championship Denver Nuggets?
Hmm. I don't know. I mean, because that championship team had depth, like that's what helped them win. And the thing about Michael Porter Jr. is even though he's not nearly as good on defense as Cam Johnson, you would rather have him when he's locked in. He was
Fuck
locked
yeah.
in that playoff
That
run. He was
motherfucker
not
locked
locked in
in.
any of
That
their other
nigga was
playoff.
locked in. Yeah.
So like, yeah, in theory, peak Michael Porter Jr. like playing the way that he did when they won, like, yeah, that I think that probably is a better team. But Jamal Murray is having like his best year. Jokic is having a really good year. I think they're very close, but I think I might still take that first team.
Yeah. Damn. I mean, yeah, you can't argue against it because they already won, but I'm thinking of like you said, you swap out MPJ for Cam Johnson, who's essentially 3 and D. Braun is not a rookie no more. What he's in his fourth year at this point in time. What used to kill the Nuggets at times was when Joker was off the court those minutes, but now you have a legit starting backup center in Jonas Valanciunas, and then they brought back Bruce Brown, and then who you giving Peyton Watson some love now, who's been balling. So and Jamal Murray, this is his career year. I might have to go with this year's squad, man. I honestly like you said with how the OKC been playing and J Dub injured again and whatnot. I got the Nuggets winning the chip this year right now. I know it's kind of early, but I'm not winning, but at least getting to the finals, bro. I got them getting to the finals. Joe OKC is cool. I fuck with Shea, all that, but I think when push comes to shove, like even when we looked at what we saw last year, like had MPJ's shoulder been solid, had whatchamacallit, didn't have that calf injury, who knows? They won 7 games with this motherfucker. So I got the Nuggets win the chip, dog.
No, I mean, I think that's my only thing is I will have to wait. If this year's team wins the championship, then I feel more comfortable like debating between the two of them. But at the end of the day, one team won a championship, the other team
Only
has.
one thing.
So I
Yeah,
think you have to go with the
100%.
team that won to say they better, you know. But
Nah, that's facts.